For almost 2 decades, Jewish National Fund USA has offered an extraordinary opportunity for college students and young adults to make a tangible difference in Israel through its Alternative Break program. The immersive experience has enabled over 3,000 Zionists from 18 to 24 to visit Israel and experience volunteering, touring, and education programs, allowing participants to forge a profound connection to the land and people of Israel. In recent months, Alternative Break participants have volunteered alongside communities affected by October 7th, assisting with tasks ranging from cooking to daycare, assistance, laundry, farm work, and cleanup efforts. While most college students are now on vacation, over 100 young people from across the United States chose to come to Israel this week to show their support and roll up their sleeves. We are joined by Bali Levine from Tulane University, originally from Santa Barbara, California, and Jake Stone from the University of Colorado Boulder, originally from Seattle, Washington. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure.
Bali, let's start with you. What initially motivated you to sign up for JNF-USA's Alternative Break experience?
I wanted to make a difference, and I wanted to be surrounded by other Zionists on campus throughout the year. Many of us fight for our right to exist as Zionists and Jewish students on our college campuses. So to have the opportunity to volunteer in Israel with other motivated colleagues is something that we're extremely grateful for and do not take for granted.
Now, what are some of the ways that you have been supporting communities during your visit here?
Well, communities know what they need in order to rebuild and in order to grow, so we listen to them, and JNF, Jewish National Fund USA, has great partnerships with them. So each of our days have entailed, we've done different activities which have varied from constructions and building trash can holders to beautifying playgrounds and painting benches and planting trees, and also just sharing the stories of these communities. Part of what we could take back from this program is, of course, Hasbara and sharing what we've learned. And I strongly believe one of the best ways we can support these Israelis is to share their stories, both at large and from 10/7.
Have your perceptions of the realities on the ground in Israel changed since arriving here?
I would say my expectations have definitely been exceeded. My initial perception of the current state of affairs here would be something where spirit and optimism was definitely at an all-time low. But within the first couple of days of being on the ground, speaking with Israelis, spending time in their communities, I was actually pleasantly surprised that it was the exact opposite. I've been to this country many times over the past couple of years, and I think this is the most alive the country has ever felt. And it's very surprising, just given just the incredible amount of adversity and hardship this community has endured.
Now, what would you say to other young adults who are considering traveling to Israel with JNF-USA?
I would say if there's ever been a time for people to come to the land of Israel and help, it's now. I understand people's hesitations and reservations about traveling at this time. Obviously, with the current climate and the current conflict, it's something that we are constantly reminded. Probably every couple hours that we've been here. So it's something that plays a role in the path that we've taken so far over the past few days. But I would say that for those who have supported the state of Israel, since October 7th, but even before, I believe that now is the time to really step up and essentially put their money where their mouth is. I think it's something that, is absolutely necessary at a time like this.
So this is a question for both of you. How are you taking what you've learned on this trip and what you've seen here back to your campuses?
I'm scared I'm not going to remember everything that we've done on this trip. We've done so many incredible things. I keep writing it down so I don't forget. One of the best things we can do is go back on our campus and be those pro-Israel and Zionist leaders that our campuses need, and engage in that Hasbara, engage in dialogue and such. And obviously we're excited for the Jewish National Fund Conference this coming fall. So, this trip, run by Jewish National Fund USA in partnership with Shorashim, has students supporting Israel, which is a national movement, as well as Yavne on campus, and to be surrounded by this great group has really inspired me to continue my activism throughout the summer also as well. Just because school's out doesn't mean we have to stop supporting Israel, and I don't think any of us have plans, to be less engaged. So we're super excited to get back to school in August and continue to fight for the Jewish people and fight for Israel.
And Jake, what about you?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with Wally more. I would say, campus climate across the nation has really seen this drastic change and this drastic, complete 180, especially on my campus as well. And at times, advocating for Israel in such a hostile environment can really, it can wear you down over time. It's been 6, 7 months since the conflict on October 7th started. But I'm feeling more personally, and I can definitely speak on other, young adults' behalf. We're feeling more recharged. So I'm feeling personally, ready to go, ready to get back to it.
Vali and Jake, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Take care. Cheers.